Welcome back for Week 11 NFL predictions against the spread. And looking over here, I don't see Chris, but that's okay. I mean, we tend to get more views with two people on set for some reason.
Where's he at? Where's he at?
But anyways, yeah, we're going into Week 11 now, towards this second half of the season. And Gerald, what do we have on tap for this week?
We have, first up, Thursday night game. Tennessee Titans travel to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is a -7. Justin.
Wow. Yeah, I'll take the Titans on this one. -7. I think that's a bit wide for Titans have a lot of quality on their team. I think that's a little wide of a spread.
Yeah, I mean, who are you going with?
Titans.
Okay. Yeah, I was about to say, I'm going to say the Titans too. I think they could even pull out a victory here. I think they could honestly win. So I'm going to go with the Titans and see what happens. Next up, we have Jacksonville versus Cleveland. Cleveland has a +7.5 at home.
Not enough. You should have gave him 9.5, 10.5, whatever, like you did last week. You're bringing down the spread. I don't understand that. Jacksonville has a defense that probably, I could honestly see them not letting the Browns score this week. So, yeah, I'm taking Jacksonville.
Yeah, I could say the same thing. I mean, Kaiser, I was actually at the barber earlier today, and I was watching ESPN. I think one of the, I couldn't tell who was talking, but it said, I guess Kaiser, it was like a suggestion for Kaiser, throw to your teammates. Yeah, if he works on throwing to his actual teammates, maybe. But that's not going to happen against Jackson's defense. So I think I'm going to go with Jackson this week. Easily.
Yeah, and I think the only reason the spread isn't wider, and we talked about this in previous weeks, it's the fact that Blake Bortles doesn't really throw more than a touchdown pass a game. So, you might wonder, will the Browns defense keep it close? But I honestly don't see it.
No, not at all. Next up, we have the LA Rams traveling to Minnesota, where Minnesota has a -2.5, so not even a field goal in the spread.
Yeah, this one's really tough. I mean, the Vikings are a quality team. They're at home. But I'm not going to pick against my Rams, especially when they've been on a hot streak. So I'm going to keep rolling with my team here.
Yeah, I'm going to roll with them too, actually. If the Rams can beat Minnesota, there's no stopping them, honestly. If they can get past this week, yeah, I think the hardest part of their season is going to be behind them until the playoff. So I think for sure, yeah, the Rams are going to win here. Next up, we have my Baltimore Ravens traveling to Green Bay, where Green Bay has a +3 at home. Now, exciting part about this game, my boy Jamal Williams from BYU is starting, which I hate that he started against Baltimore in his first start. But Justin, nonetheless.
You can make a case either way, I think, just because of how bad Flacco has been this year. But I'm still going to actually take Baltimore here with the -3 on the road. It's just, the Packers have lost so many guys to injuries, the key one being Aaron Rodgers, and I just don't think there's enough quality on their ball club to really pull off a big win here.
Yeah, exactly. I think Baltimore's defense is going to eat this weekend. I think they're going to destroy, and I think they're going to get a good victory here in Lambeau Field this weekend. I'm hoping Jamal Williams still gets me about 10 or 12 points on my fantasy team this week, but no doubt about it, Baltimore with the victory.
Yeah, wouldn't count on that part.
Yeah, well, who's ahead of you in fantasy? Oh, exactly. Shh. Next up, Kansas City travels to New York to take on the Giants, where the Giants have a +13.5 spread. Jeez.
That's, I think, the widest spread we've seen all year.
That's the widest one, man.
Yeah, and I'm going to go with the Giants with the +13.5. And, if this was earlier in the season, maybe I wouldn't feel the same way just because, KC started really hot. But it seems like lately, Kareem Hunt's been slowing down. The team hasn't looked as impressive as they used to earlier in the season. So that's a tall order to ask them to cover the 13.5 point spread.
Yeah, that's a huge order, especially the way Kansas City is right now, like Justin said. Not really going to reiterate too much. I mean, he virtually said everything there is to be said. I mean, could they blow them out to the point where it's 20-0? I don't know, but I don't think so. So I'm going to go with the Giants here, just on the spread. Not saying they're going to win at all, but at least on this spread, going with the Giants. Next up, the Redskins travel to New Orleans to take on the Saints, where the Saints have a -7.5 at home.
Yeah, well, Saints just came off of a game where they completely blew out their opponent, and they're at home again. They got the run game working for them really great, and we know they can still throw with Drew Brees. So, yeah, I'm not going to be tempted to take the Redskins here. I'm going to go with the Saints.
Not even the least bit tempted. No, the Saints for sure at home. No question. Next up, we have Arizona traveling to Houston to take on the Texans, where they have a +1.5 spread here.
I'm gonna go with Arizona. I think that at this point in the season, they're the better ball club. It's such a small spread. Yeah, I'd like Arizona here.
Yeah, I like Arizona too. Again, they don't have Deshaun Watson, which has been their X factor for the whole season, I think. And I don't know if I think the spread could be a bit more wider, honestly, given that fact. But again, Arizona has their own issues too.
Right, Palmer.
Yeah,
done.
Carson Palmer's done. So again, I do see where the spread comes from, but I'm going for Arizona here. Next up, we have Detroit taking on Chicago, where Chicago's at home with a +3 in the spread.
Yeah, I honestly would like to see a wider spread to pick Chicago here. Chicago disappointed last week when I picked them, and yeah, I like the Lions here.
Yeah, I like the Lions too. Again, Lions definitely one of the better NFC North team. The NFC teams. I for sure, honestly, think they're gonna win here. That defense is just. I like their defense. I really do like what Detroit's defense has done most of the year. And I think it's going to be enough to go into Chicago and get a good victory.
Yeah, I think the spread's close just because of the fact that it's a division rivalry game, and because I wonder if the fact that the Lions, like early on last week, were struggling a bit against the Browns.
That's true.
Maybe they're factoring that in the odds makers, but at the end, the Lions did pull off the big win still. We'll see what happens here, but we both do like the Lions, clearly. Yeah.
Next up, Tampa travels to Miami to take on the Dolphins, where the Dolphins have a -3 spread. All right.
I don't understand this. The Dolphins have been getting blown out in prime time all year. You have to give them a big plus spread for me to consider taking them. I'm definitely going with the other team here.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Miami just, at this point, they're playing for draft picks. I mean, really, let's be honest here. Not a good squad down there, honestly. I don't have faith that they're going to win. So I think, we're going to go with Tampa here. Next up, Buffalo, who has benched Tyrod Taylor, will travel to LA to take on the Chargers, where the Chargers have a -4 spread. Justin, your thoughts?
Well, I'm not sure what to make of Nathan Peterman, who's the rookie that they're replacing him with, but my gut would tell me that Tyrod Taylor, especially given the fact he's not a rookie, is the better quarterback to have out there. And so it's a rookie quarterback's first start. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Chargers.
I don't know what happened. I don't know if the rowdy fans from Buffalo got a hand of the coach and just put him through a table. He bumped his head and said, hey, fuck it, we're going to bench our better quarterback for a no-name rookie. I honestly think that's the case here because it doesn't make sense. But, yeah, I mean, honestly, you virtually just gave LA another win. So, yeah, I'm going for LA.
Yeah, I read into it a little bit, and apparently this Nate Peterman was like the coach really wanted to draft this guy. Tyrod's coming off a bad game, gives him the excuse to put him out there. But it's dumb.
I mean, let's be honest here. They're not dead in the water. They're still in the hunt for the playoffs. And you bench your starting quarterback, who has been decent. No, you just gave LA a win. Like, what the hell?
If I'm in the Ravens front office, I'm floating out a 6th-round draft pick to the Bills so you can get Tyrod Taylor back on the team.
Let's get him. We'll see what happens. Tyrod, you want to come back to Boston? We got crab cakes for you, buddy. Come on. Next up, we have... Actually, this is a game in Mexico City. New England traveling to Oakland. Oakland has a +5 on the spread. What you got?
Wow.
They're in Mexico City, too, so in a different country.
Neutral stadium. I'm still going to go with New England. I would like to take the Raiders. I need a bigger plus than that and give me at least a touchdown or 10 points. New England, for me, is the safer pick.
Yeah, I'm going to go with New England as well. I mean, not big enough spread to really give it the other way. And, again, the Patriots just have a way of making things happen. I think the Patriots are away from the days, obviously, of the field goal victories. No, they're getting sizable victories all the time. This has just been the way it has for the last better part of 2 decades now. So, I mean, for sure, I think New England's going to go into Mexico City and get a pretty good win here. Though I think Oakland has played in Mexico, right, before. I believe that's the case. So they do have more experience playing in Mexico, but I don't think that'll be enough to handle Tom Brady.
I honestly can't remember the last time a game was in Mexico.
I think it was like last year. That's all I remember. So next up, we have Cincinnati traveling to Denver to take on the Broncos. 2 trash teams. Broncos have a -2.5 at home.
I'm taking Broncos in the Mile High Stadium. I think this is going to be another one of those games where Dalton is going to have a hard time connecting with his receivers. You think about, like, again, it's been said before in the show, the Broncos have a defense. Yes, we have a lot of question marks about their offense, but I think overall, Broncos at home is the better team.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, the only reason why Denver's going to win is because of the altitude, honestly. Let's be serious here. Both teams are complete trash. But yeah, for sure. Denver is definitely going to get a win here. I don't think Dalton's going to do well this weekend at all. And it sucks that he has so many weapons around him, actually. Like, he has legit receivers. Just a shame. The game I'm looking forward to, and our other co-host is probably excited about, or probably not, actually. Let's be honest here. Philadelphia travels to Dallas to take on the Cowboys, where the Cowboys have a +3.5. Justin.
Oh, only a +3.5. Wow, because, the funny thing is, the Cowboys are coming off of a horrible loss to the Falcons by more than a touchdown. And yes, I'm going to pick with the Eagles here. I think that spread is pretty small, given the fact that the Cowboys just got blown out.
Sorry, I was texting my Subway order, because what point is there to even discuss this? Dallas is nothing without Ezekiel Elliott. I mean, Jesus, wrap them up in a package and send them off. No, the Eagles for sure are the best team in the NFL right now. Yes, I said it on the record. Not an Eagles fan at all. Not hopping on any bandwagon. Just a very smart observer. The Eagles probably are the best team in the NFC. And like I said, the NFL. They're going to Dallas. They're going to destroy them. I mean, let's be honest. If Atlanta can go to Dallas, Atlanta, as fraudulent as they are, and make some noise, no. Eagles will make chop work out of them.
Yeah, no, we'll see if Chris stays true to what he said.
Yeah, Chris, what are you going to say?
He said he's always picking his Cowboys, and I think this one's going to be a loss for him.
Sad to say. Sorry, buddy. Also, next up, our Monday night game, last game of the week, we have Atlanta traveling to Seattle. Yes, those fraudulent Falcons. Traveling to Seattle to take on the Seahawks. Seahawks have a -3 spread. Justin, speak your piece.
I'm actually going to say that Atlanta covers here.
Wow.
Coming off a nice win against the Cowboys.
Wow.
Tevin Coleman expected to be the lead back without Devontae Freeman there. I don't think it matters. I think he's going to have a nice game. I like the Atlanta Falcons actually go in here and do this.
Nah, son. Split decision here. Seahawks are going to win at home. Just know the Falcons are so, inconsistent. I mean, yes, they had a great win against an offense that literally, as we could see, lost their best player. That's all it was. If it wasn't for the fact Zeke was there, I'm pretty sure the game would have been a lot closer and possibly could have maybe gone the other way. I don't know. Can't really, we're not time travelers here. Can't make Zeke play a game that's already been played. But I don't think Atlanta was that good of a team that they just beat them on the fact that they're that good. I don't think so. And I don't think they're going to travel all the way to Seattle in one of the loudest stadiums in the country at prime time and going in there and win. No way.
Call it my bold prediction.
Bold prediction. All right, that's what we'll call it. There you go. Jeez. Nope, Seattle for the win. No question.
So that's going to do it for this week's show. Make sure to stay tuned for future episodes where we may or may not have Chris on the table. But for right now, this is what you get. And we'll see you in future episodes.
Take care, guys. We need 200 fucking subscribers, man.
Remember when people used to think Flacco was elite?